Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Got a pretty special beer to me because a lot of times when people ask me what's your all-time favorite beer, a lot of times I say this: Southern Tier Chocolate. I have this every year. I reviewed it twice in the past. I reviewed it with Jay, I think in 2009, and then again in the 2010 release or something like that. I don't know. Go look it up. I'll put the links in the description. So I've reviewed this beer many times. I have it every year. I love this beer. I'm actually looking at my rating on Rate Beer right now, dated February 1st, 2010. I gave it a 4.9. The only thing I didn't give it the highest on was appearance. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on appearance. Everything else got the highest as possible. Somebody just today commented on one of my old reviews of this, said you should review the 2013, and I wrote, nah, what's the point? But then I thought about it, and it was just like, yeah, why not? It's been like 3 years since I reviewed this. Plus I got a new label now, and I have the official chocolate goblet. Actually, I've had this for a couple years now. So, anyways, got it in the glass, in the official chocolate glass. Had about a finger and a half of head. Opaque black appearance. Nice kind of frothy, creamy head on there. A lot of it's kind of dissipated by now. Aroma. It smells like exactly like chocolate candy. It's brewed with. It says bittersweet Belgian chocolate. It's like smelling like a Tootsie Roll or. Well, it doesn't smell cheap like a Tootsie Roll. It smells like, pretty high-end gourmet kind of chocolate. 25 degrees Play-Doh. That's really high. It's 10% ABV beer. 2-row malt, caramel malt, barley flakes, chocolate malt, bittersweet Belgian chocolate, and ch-co-atle and Willamette hops. They've changed it because I remember it used to be Magnum hops, so maybe this has changed. I don't know if that's new this year. And I know previous years it was 11% ABV or like 10.4, 10.8, something like that. It's 10 even on the nose this year for 2013. So I always like to try this beer at least once a year, so let's get into the 2013 chocolate. Cheers. Yep. It's just as good as it is every year. I don't know what else to say. I haven't already said before. It's just like liquid chocolate. I think this blows like Young's double chocolate out of the water. Then again, that's what a like 4.5, 5.5 ABV beer. This is double the potency. So this is really robust. And you know what's weird? It's like I get like a minty flavor on this. I don't know where that's coming from. I didn't just brush my teeth or anything. It's almost kind of like junior mints. I don't know what would account for that. Yeah. I think this must be the hop character on the finish. It's not like straight mint. It's kind of just like I don't want to say herbal. It's kind of like something in that earthy, grassy, herbal territory. I've had Willamette hops. I know Chinook is the arrogant bastard hop, and if you've had the Southern Tier Krampus, that's a single. I think that's a single hop beer, and I know, or at least I know Chinook is a big part of that beer. Yeah, but anyways, getting back to this. So it's really sweet, but it's really well balanced too. It hits your tongue, and it's like dark chocolate, so it's like that rich kind of like, well, not buttery, but like rich, cocoa beans, cocoa nibs, vanilla beans. Because whenever you talk chocolate, like actual chocolate candy, what you're really tasting is vanilla beans. If you've had cocoa beans or cocoa nibs straight up, it's like very kind of bitter, super bitter, kind of like coffee. It's when you have mix that with vanilla beans is when you get your chocolate candy flavor. Maybe it's the alcohol that's creating that kind of finish on there. I mean, 10% ABV. I would not call this a boozy beer. It never has been. Every year that I've had this, it's always been. I feel like I'm drinking like Young's or something like that. So smooth. Love the mouthfeel on this. It's silky. It's smooth. Like it's. I mean, it's definitely a full-bodied, like, I guess thick beer, but it doesn't really. It doesn't really stick to your teeth or whatever. It leaves like a slightly residual dry bitter aftertaste. But I mean, the chocolate is the star of the show. I mean, you taste it from first to last sip. Mm. Yeah, I still get that kind of whatever that like mint character is. I don't know what's accounting for that. I mean, it's either the Willamette hops or just the alcohol. It's I mean, it's not spicy like rum or anything. It's just like a little bit of warmth in there. It's hard to describe. But if you've had this beer, let me know if you got this kind of mint character, which I don't mind. You know what they should do is make a mint chocolate. I mean, like as great as this beer already is. My friend, well, you haven't seen him in a long time, but you might remember my friend Chad, who was still is a home brewer. A few years ago, I might have even reviewed it. He made a mint chocolate chip stout, and it was kind of like this plus mint. So I mean, it tastes like how junior mint candies taste, which I love. So I mean, to make junior mints candies in a beer form, that would be awesome. Although, I mean, straight up pure Belgian dark chocolate in beer form is pretty damn good too. I'm not going to rewrite the review. I'm just going to copy and paste my February 2010 review. But yeah, I mean, okay, aroma. I mean, I might bump it down a little. I might give it like a 9 or so. It's not quite as robust as it usually is. I might bump the appearance back up because, it's keeping the head, which is pretty amazing for a 10% beer, and it's getting plenty of lacing. I'd probably bump that up to a 5. Taste. I might drop that down to a 9. Palate, I'd still keep it at 5 out of 5. I mean, the drinkability on this is fantastic. Overall, might drop it to a 19 out of 20. So probably 4.7 I think we're looking at. But I mean, still, that's really, really, really good. This isn't going to count towards best beers of 2013. Because I mean, it's still essentially the same recipe as it's always been, just slightly tweaked. But yeah, Southern Tier Chocolate. I mean, I guess it goes without saying it's a 10 out of 10. Love this beer. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? I always want to mention from now on is the price of the beer. This was $9.49. That is 43 cents an ounce. It's not too bad. So yeah, I mean, it's worth getting at least one bottle a season. So if you see this, pick it up. Highly recommend it. Love it. Definitely my top 5, top 3 all-time favorite beer. So thanks for watching. I will see you whenever. Cheers.